Well, I've been going to the gym for the last week and a half. I've been taking Zumba classes, and that's why my hair's in a pony and I look a little sweaty. I'm actually not sweaty right now. I'm dried off. But what I'm going to do today, instead of making supper or lunch, I'm going to, we have to have supper as well, but I'm making, and it's on my phone, the recipe that I'm looking at. It's called Dr. Mike's Power Cookie. So
cookies?
Yeah.
Wait, that's after for supper? After?
Well, I don't know if you can eat them because you know how you can't eat
certain foods.
But you might be able to. I don't know. I think most stuff that's in these cookies. Oh, there's a little bit of flour. You can't have flour.
Mommy, but after supper, can I maybe have something like those cookies?
Well, I think we'll just go to the movie and you can have popcorn.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, these are healthy cookies. So I'm really curious to see how they're going to taste. Lots of ingredients calls for. We're going to start by heating the oven to 350 degrees. I don't know how I did it, but I actually got this to work for me the other day. I don't know how, but it just did. And so I thought maybe I'll get lucky and I'll get it to work for me again today. So that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that it'll heat up to 350 and stay there, and then we'll have nice yummy cookies. So I'm supposed to beat together applesauce, and it calls for 1/3 cup unsweetened applesauce. So I have that here. It is unsweetened. You know, you probably really can't. Not that you can see what I'm putting in the bowl anyway. Okay. And then almond paste. Calls for 2 tablespoons of almond paste. So I got my almond paste. I smell everything. I don't know why, I'm just a smeller. I just like to smell things. So ooh, that's kind of hard to get out. How am I even gonna mix that? 1, 2. I may need a blender by the time this is all said and done. There we go. Well, I'll put this back in the fridge. I don't know if it should be sitting out at room temperature. Okay, where am I? Where am I? Flaxseed oil, 1 tablespoon. I probably should have the other. Oh, it doesn't want to come out. Come on, wherever you are. I should probably have my other camera set up so you can see what this looks like in the bowl. I don't even know if that's really important. Wow, you can fit a lot in a tablespoon. Oh my goodness. No smell. None whatsoever. Again, refrigerated, so I'm going to put it back in the fridge right away. Alright, next. Truvia. Calls for 10 packets of Truvia. A packet has 2 teaspoons in it, or 10 mils. So I measured that out, and it's good to go. Alright. And agave nectar, 1/4 cup. I don't have agave nectar. I have agave syrup. So I might regret putting syrup in place of nectar. And it might even be too sweet. But you know what? Nothing can be too sweet for me because I love sweet. I really like sweet. So hopefully that's okay. 'Cause I actually, oh my gosh. It's good, but it is really sweet. I'm not using this cup again, so I can drink from it. Oh my goodness, it's really sweet. Maybe I shouldn't have used a whole quarter cup. Guess we're gonna find out if I made a mistake. Okay, so I'm supposed to beat all that together. You know, with that almond paste, I don't know how that's gonna work. The almond paste is really hard. And unless it softens up the rest of these ingredients, I may need a blender. But I'm hoping that by being in with the liquid, it'll just break up. Not really, it's not really. Very, very lumpy. You have to wonder how they did it in the old days when there was no blender. Must have had very strong arms. And you could go for a long period of time. Or maybe they just used better kitchen tools. Yeah, it's pretty lumpy. I may need a blender. But I'm gonna add some more ingredients first. Now beat in egg. It calls for 1 egg, 1 large egg. And vanilla. It's hard to see. My hands are all gooky. I'm gonna have to wash these pants. 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. 1/2 teaspoon? I guess. Yeah, 1/2 teaspoon. Oh, I wasn't sure if I'd have enough, but I did, so that's good. I love the smell of vanilla. I'm surprised. That smells gross. I think that vanilla is old. It didn't smell good at all. Not the way that I expected it to. Okay. So now I'm supposed to beat the egg and the vanilla. Alright, let's do that. It doesn't smell good. It smells like alcohol. I really think that vanilla was old. So we might get drunk off these cookies. Still pretty lumpy though. But you know what? That helped break it down some. Must be the vanilla. The fermented vanilla. Well, I don't know. Still a couple of lumps. Mix well. And then add the flour. So it calls for a 3/4 cup of whole wheat flour, but I don't have whole wheat flour. I know it's way healthier, but I only have the white flour, so I'll mix that in. Baking soda. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And what else? Cinnamon. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. That's a lot of cinnamon. Another thing I like the smell of. Okay, Salt. Half a teaspoon of salt. And pepper. Quarter teaspoon of pepper. Right? And whey powder. Love that whey powder. Half a cup of vanilla whey powder. I'm gonna mix all that together. These are gonna be the healthiest cookies I've made in my life. I bet you they're gonna be delicious. Fermented vanilla extract and everything. Ew, it smells yucky though. It smells like the almond paste, and I don't really like the smell of almond paste, but the whole thing smells like that. Okay. Seems to have broke up pretty nice though. I never needed the blender after all. Beat thoroughly, then stir in the oats. Calls for 2 cups of oats. It's hard to stir. Okay. And cherries. It calls for 1 cup of dried cherries, but I don't have cherries. I have cranberries. So I think that... Really? I'm so glad that didn't land in the bowl. That would have been gross. I think the cranberries were delicious. And I don't really like cherries anyway. So, I think it's a good substitution. Gotta be an easier spoon to mix with. I'm gonna find a wooden spoon because this is hurting my hand. Let's do this instead. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that feels way better. The metal was hurting my hand, actually. This feels nice. And then, stir in the almonds. It calls for half a cup sliced almonds. I think I've used all my ingredients. So these are like energy cookies. I think it said somewhere along the line that you can eat them for breakfast or after a workout or before a workout. I'm not 100% sure about that. I did read it somewhere when a good time to eat these cookies would be. I feel bad that Jamie can't eat them. Maybe she can just take a little tiny itty bitty bite. No, I shouldn't even encourage that. That's not a good idea. Okay. Should have an apron. I should invest in an apron. All right, so now I'm supposed to drop the batter by large tablespoons onto a cookie sheet that has been sprayed with vegetable cooking spray. Divide the dough so that I have 18 cookies. Flatten each cookie with the back of the spoon and bake for 16 to 18 minutes or until brown. Then remove from the oven, cool, and store in a plastic container. Each cookie supplies 128 calories and can be enjoyed, this is probably where I read it, and can be enjoyed for breakfast or as a snack. Each cookie contains 1 protein and 1 natural starch. Well, there you go. I already sprayed my cookie sheet with cooking spray. So now I just need to find like a big spoon. Be back. Keep changing spoons. So 18, huh? All right, let's do this. Okay. Kind of cheated. Had a sample. It's good. They are going to be sweet, but I don't think they're going to be bad sweet. So we'll see if the oven actually did what I hoped it did and heated up to 350. Pretty close. Good enough for me. Ow. Burned it myself. Okay. I'll see you, what, 15 to 18 minutes? Is that what it said? Something like that. Or until brown.
Cookies. They look good.
Can I record?
Okay.
Okay.
My cookies.
Your
Dr. Mike's
cookies.
Power Cookies.
Wait, what? Is it good? Does it taste? Ow! My hands hurt because I want to eat.
It's different,
It's different.
but they're good.
They're good.
I'll give them. So it's an acquired taste. But it's still good. I think I'll give it a 9.
You're giving it a 9 out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, try a bite of the cookie.
Who's just
I don't think you can eat the whole thing because it has flour in it. You're not supposed to have flour.
Cool.
So just
I like the bottom.
just want to know if you like it. So later on, when you can have flour, you might like these for.
It's lying. You're gonna have to sit and get it.
Like I say, if there's not much flour, maybe I can buy a
You
small
don't-
bag
like
of
that.
almond flour.
You don't like it? So what would you give it?
4.
Okay, give it to Daddy. Good
I
Daddy.
got chicken in my mouth.
Swallow your chicken.
Just set it down, Jamie. Yeah.
Right.
Nope. Sit right
Here?
there.
Or
Set-
here?
Yeah, right there.
Okay, I'm going to eat my stuff.
We need to get going.
What?
I know, that's why I'm gonna go get that TV out of the car and
Take a bite of cookie.
take a bite of cookie, eh?
No! Oh, okay. Thought you were gonna do something.
I'm gonna go get my little wallet.
Okay. But I want you to take a bite of cookie.
Ooh. Soft, skishy goodness.
Oh, you're gonna be like, you shouldn't have put all that agave. You're gonna chew me out for that.
No, we have a 2-story.
Nope, it'd be good with coffee.
Oh, coffee. Oh, okay. Well, they're power cookies. They're energy cookies.
That's what I need. No, they're good.
What would you give it?
6.
They're not that good.
Well, they're a healthy cookie. It's not like a sweet goodness. You're like, but they're all
Fine.
good.
All right, I'll get Jared now.
Oh,
They're healthy cookies. If you like them, you can have them for breakfast because they're power cookies. They're energy cookies. They're like power bars, but they're cookies.
Six, 5 or 6 out of 10.
Okay.
Wait, is that Jared's plate?